Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love Island Tea Time. At this point, it's just a bit that we don't even do it in the same time as each other.
No, we're just living. That's it.
Just Livin.
You just gotta keep living, man. Got your matcha?
I sure do have my matcha. I went to Damo in Koreatown, and it is strong.
I love that for you. I'm
I'll be
drinking
hyped up.
peppermint again because it's the only decaffeinated tea that we have here. I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, the only one that I like, to be fair.
Fair enough. I understand that point. Wow. People be fighting tonight.
There's some choice words.
I'm team women.
Yes.
Defend their rights and wrongs. Don't care. I literally don't care.
The men are always wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for, I kind of back Simba.
Simba's mostly right today, but he's also a little bit wrong.
Just a little bit, but also mostly right.
Yeah, let's jump into that then, because he only kind of lost me when he was like, a bunch of people are going home because of you. Because they're not, but they are. You know?
Yeah, and I think he corrected himself later on in the episode where he was just like, no, he's not to blame. Tommy's not to blame, but his actions have just inadvertently led to people going home.
Yes. And good people and people who want to be there for the right reasons, and Tommy's fucking around.
Right. And I also did not like the fact that Tommy only specifically called out the only black man's actions.
Right. Because also he could have called out Aidan. He could have called out Samraj, kind of. I don't know if he really knows what's going on with Samraj. But yeah, also the way my jaw dropped when he went, oh, well, I was not saying sorry because I'm not sorry. I was like,
yes, that part. I was like, wait, I thought that was an apology, but you're not sorry.
All the girls thought it was an apology, and he's like, I'm not really saying sorry. I'm saying that I was just explaining my point of view and where I came from, and that other people did it too. And then someone was like, oh, well, that's cool then. I'm like, is it?
No, and you know what? I really do think he said sorry. Like, I felt gaslit in that moment. I was like, wait, did he not say I apologize for my actions? I want to take accountability for my actions? But no, Simba's right. The man can't take accountability for anything.
No. And I do think the one where Tommy fully lost me, he was like, Simba can't say one reason why I'm the reason for Hallie to go home. And I was like, were you not there? Were you not there like 6 hours ago at the fire pit with her crying, going, you all said that you voted for us because of his actions, but I'm going home? That doesn't seem fair. What do you mean you don't know why Hallie going home is your fault?
Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation blew me.
Producers, don't fuck this up. Get him out of our villa.
Get him out.
Get him out.
Get him out.
Ass. Dump
hit him with your car. Don't hit him with your car. Don't do that.
Please. Yeah, I'm so over him. And also, even though Tina currently is a certified client, I hope she doesn't have time to pick him, because she walked over after her fight with Aidan, which is what we'll get to next, and she was like, other guys have done things just as bad as Tommy, but he's the only one getting flack for it. I'm like, babe, he truly went on a run of like several girls in a day trying to kiss them, and then also said he wasn't interested in a girl, macked down on her, and then let her go home instead of even pretending. He didn't even pretend to volunteer to go home. Tina, please don't pick that man. Your like track record is about to end up being terrible if you go straight for Tommy.
I know. But I also don't want her to pick Samraj or Lorenzo. So
it's true. I just love Tina. She's made such an impression so fast. I think I'm worried she's not gonna last.
Yeah.
But I think she would get her time on an All Stars. I think this entire cast is gonna get invited back for All Stars practically. Like a lot of these girly pops are like making impressions left and right, and they are giving All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just I kind of did get lost in why she was mad at Aidan, but also I don't care because he deserves to get yelled at.
Yeah, so at first I understood and then I didn't understand. And now I think the whole thing is a really big miscommunication between the two of them. Because I think, and I'm not trying to defend Aiden because I detest that man. He did say, and I will back her, that he in the morning said, "You're my priority." That I
Right,
don't want to talk to Yasmin. She was like, "If you do, I want no part in that." And he was like, "No, I don't. You're my priority."
right.
Point blank, period. And then in the challenge, he made it seem like he did want to explore things with Yasmin still. That's how it came
Yeah,
off. And I think that's why she was upset. But he's saying, no, I was just answering the question. Not that I
yeah,
wanted
but
to
also he was
explore.
talking for too long. He was talking for
He
too long. He was going
was.
too far into it. He was saying things that really were muggy to her, to the person he was with, of being
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, Yasmin's still my number one pick. Because I'm pretty sure that came out of his mouth that Yasmin was
I'm
his number one pick, which does
that,
give.
yeah.
I understand there's a difference between priority and whatever, but still, to the girl you just said you're my priority, you should be saying she's your number one pick. And sure, if you're honest, oh my God, how about her going, yeah, you're so honest. You're so. And he was like, are you being sarcastic? She's like, no, you're so
No.
honest. And then finally
He's
she's
like,
like, yes.
yeah. I was like, wait, is she not being sarcastic? I was lost with Aiden for a second too. I was like, that we're being sarcastic, right? But
Yeah.
no. Yeah, no, for sure. I was like, no, she can't truly be telling the truth right now about this man being honest.
No, for real. I mean, I do think she's doing a little bit of the most. It's inching towards Belle territory, but honestly, I
Mm.
just feel like Aiden deserves it. And he's all in his feelings. He's like, I feel like people are acting like I'm a bad guy. And I did like that Kevin checked him and was like, look, they don't actually know you, but you have fucked up like 4 or 5 times since you've been in here, which is a lot of times. So, hello? And I just think he's
Yeah,
getting his karma because most of the other girls just like left him alone. And I love Tina walking around going, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? You're so genuine. Like, it's just kind of his little karma.
yeah, she is definitely his karma. I definitely think Gavin said they don't know you, but I know you, which makes me feel like okay, so he's just a regular fuck up because that's what you're insinuating. That's what it gave. It's like we know you fuck up a lot, and that's just who you are.
Loki gives, like, we know you're dumb. You do dumb things. And it's not intentional, but you're dumb. And it's just like, there's just something about his tone and the way he acts it, honestly, with the whole family at this point, where I'm just like, y'all are just disrespectful. Like,
Mm.
you think that it's not a big deal, but you are genuinely quite disrespectful to women and you don't really care about their feelings. And with that point, Kevin and Jasmine's fight was bad.
It was, and
Especially for
I
her saying she wasn't even angry at him. That was bad.
it was bad, and I definitely anticipated it from him.
Yeah.
I think that both of their conversations to try and resolve the matter led nowhere. I think she
Hmm.
completely shut down, and I hated seeing that for her because she's not normally like that.
No. But also, like, mad respect for her to just be like, okay, like, this is not going to get us anywhere.
Hmm.
And I think she has one foot out the door. And I said it before, I'll keep saying it. That relationship is not going to fucking last. It's just not.
No.
I think that that whole family at this point would just be disrespecting her constantly. And the fact that he could stand there, sit there, and say, yeah, I'd do it again. If my brother's
Yeah.
involved, I'd do it again. And she was just like, how did you just say you were interrupting me? Like, that's the only thing I was mad about is you kept interrupting me. He's like, yeah, but I have to get my word in about my brother. And she's like, I understand that, but you were interrupting me. You weren't even listening to what I had to say. And on top of that, she's like, I wasn't even talking to you and you were interrupting me.
That part. But also, she made it very clear that part didn't even bother her. The fact that he
Oh,
was interrupting, I know. I don't know what happened there. My
the edit
camera's
the
just like,
camera just did for you. The
zzz.
camera was like, whoa, say
I
more.
know. She was like, I wasn't even getting upset that you were interrupting me. It was the fact that he told her to chill. And
Yeah.
you never tell a woman, and you definitely never tell my girl Jasmine to chill. Those are just, you just don't say those things. You never say chill out to a woman when she's trying to express how she feels.
Yeah. I saw a tweet that was like, babe, pick up on the microaggressions because you're an older brown woman to them. Like, he's 21, she's 27 or whatever. And so, of course, he feels like a child and he's going to be like, you're yelling at me and da, 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 da. It's just like, babe, that is not your Prince Charming.
Oh, boo
It's not,
hoo. She wasn't even yelling at you. She literally said, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
yeah.
If she really wanted to yell at you, she'd be like, can you shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Which she didn't. She
Which
wanted
she
to, but
didn't.
she didn't.
All she
It,
did was say, I'm speaking. I'm trying to speak. It's my turn to talk.
Yeah, I was so heartbroken for her because I could see in her face when she was like, you were interrupting me with that last conversation. I think it was, I can't remember, it was the second one. It wasn't the last conversation, but that second conversation, she was like, but you were interrupting me. Like, you weren't letting me express myself. Like, I could see in her eyes that she was so upset by the fact that he couldn't absorb that. And it didn't
Mm-hmm.
seem like he ever did. I don't know if he ever
No,
will. And
no.
I hope that she starts making moves. And I hope that Casa starts on Friday and not Monday. Like, I hope she gets the nearest chance. I do think the producers were really making sure, like, look, they can't plan for like this many fights to happen, but I do feel like the producers were making sure to have like every little bit of negative thing that they could about any person and
Mm-hmm.
show every moment. Because, like, they didn't have to show Tina saying shut the fuck up. They didn't have to show her doing this or that. Um, and then, at the end of the episode, we find out there's a public vote, which again, jaw on the floor. Um,
But you
Public
called
vote.
it.
I've been saying it, and it's just depends on whether or not they plan on going into the Casa More with 6 people. But like
Mm-hmm.
even Lola and Fitzy, like now they're making sure to put in like these little comments they're making. Like
Mm-hmm.
making sure that like Fitzy's saying, "Oh, well, I agree with Aidan." Like, and the producers know that people don't like Aidan, so I'm just like, do
Yeah.
they want Lola and Fitzy out? Like, are they like, y'all are boring, get out of the villa?
I have no idea because that made me mad. I was like, not you.
I was like, Fitzy, what are you doing? But like again, he's having a little quiet moment with Lola, going, I don't think Aidan did anything that bad. Which again, technically, maybe he didn't. Whatever. Compared to like all the other things he did, tip of the iceberg. But
Yeah. He just put
yeah,
his
like
foot in his
that.
mouth
And plus,
in a
there was that little
disrespectful way.
moment, huh?
In a disrespectful way.
Mm. Plus, there was that little moment with Lola and Fitzy at the not Truth or Dare, the Never Have I Ever game, where they were whispering to each other that also made them look kind of bad. So
Yeah, what did they I didn't actually catch what they said because I couldn't hear.
I saw it again, and she said something about like that's something across Yasmin. Like I think she was saying like Yasmin's in another triangle or something. I didn't understand what she meant because I saw it clipped and I saw
Mm-hmm.
the sentence and I read it and I was like, I just think she's saying that there's a lot that Yasmin's involved in or something. But also, like, I don't know why she didn't stand on business and just say it out loud as well.
Mm,
Because she
yeah.
fully went, nothing.
Yeah, maybe she thought it wasn't that important, or maybe she knows when to just keep her mouth shut because she doesn't want to stir up drama.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I have seen a couple people saying that, like, Lola and Fitzy should be out, which I was surprised by. Because they're just being like, they're a waste of space. Get them out of there already because they're already in love and they're done. Like, they don't need to be there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. They're not really quote unquote playing the game anymore. They've seemed pretty settled and dead set on each other. I don't know if Fitzy can be tested anymore. I mean, like the heart rate challenge happened and he wouldn't even look at the girls.
Oh my God, that was so funny the whole time. His head all the way over, just like, can't look, can't look, can't look. Although he did say that little comment about maybe I got closed off too early, which I'm curious if anyone's going to tell Lola that he said that and what the reaction to that's going to be.
Yeah, I didn't like that he said that either. I was like, Fitzy, what are you doing? Are you self-sabotaging? Bless you.
Maybe he is. I was very sneaky and hit the mute button before I could sneeze just now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I am curious. I'm curious about where they'll land in the votes. You talk more about your thoughts on Lola and Fitzy because this cat is freaking out and he needs to be let out of this room. So I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, I do think that they are dead set on each other, but I also think that they should be tested a little bit more. And I don't know how much more they can be tested because he's like locked and she's locked unless they really do try and bring his ex, which I also did see that they were trying to bring her on.
Right, and I
And that
said it, and I don't
apparently,
know if she's going to be in Casa or not. Oh, wait, she's not. It's not happening.
well, I don't know because apparently she had like passport issues,
Oh.
but maybe she got them resolved. I don't know.
Well, surely. I mean, they've been talking. I saw something about her, like, supposed to be coming in, like, a week into it. So maybe she got them resolved. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but if she comes in that house, I pray for Fitzy.
We'll see. Because, like, I said the time that we mentioned it a couple days ago, weeks ago, whenever it was we mentioned it, that, like, honestly, I feel like he's going to be the kind of guy to say, an ex is an ex for a reason, blah, 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 and, like, not even pay attention to her, or, like, have conversations with her, but it would be all about, like, Lola crashing out about it, and, like, he doesn't actually care.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they bring her into Casa more specifically, then who knows? Maybe that could be a different situation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that they would bring her into Casa, but not like the main villa.
They did that last summer with someone else's ex, so I don't know. I wouldn't vibe with them doing that exactly the same again, so I would like to see them do Casa instead.
Mm-hmm.
Did we miss any other little fights? Oh, Priya and Samraj are confusing me, or Priya's confusing me.
Samraj is confusing me.
Yeah, they're all. Mika's the only one not confusing me. She seems to be being very chill at the moment and very like, do your thing. Like, if you don't have to make a decision, whatever. Like, go where your head goes, I guess. But then Priya, babe, I'm telling you, I think that she made sure to get hot and heavy with Samraj the previous episode because she was like, I need to figure out how to keep this man. Because she
Mm-hmm.
wasn't nearly as upset by him wanting to pursue Mika. And the fact
Yeah.
that she still got like hot and heavy with him when she's saying out of her mouth, like, I know, I can see it. Like, it's very obvious there's something between you. I don't want to get in the way of it. Da 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 da. And I'm like, but then you like got real crazy in bed with him the night before, and then you're like ranting at him in bed about. She did eat with that line though. She was like, I don't want any of these squares, rectangles, triangles, whatever, pentagons. I know you like math, but I'm
Quadrilaterals.
over it. Yeah. And then the next day she's like, maybe I shut it off too soon. I'm like, hello?
Yeah, that part. I was like, girl, what are you saying? And then he was very much like, yeah, no, I still want to get to chat to you. I still want to like spend time with you. And that he's still open to her. I felt very gaslit by Samraj. Because
Yeah.
I was
Because
like,
he's
you're
like,
saying one thing, you're doing another. Are you just saying these things because you got a little some, like you got a sneak peek of what your life could be like?
mm. It's like, but maybe she was moving a certain way before, and then like those qualities have gone away, and he was getting the ick, but then like she stopped doing whatever she was doing that was weirding him out. Like, I could see that happening where you like at first think you don't like fuck with somebody, and then because also, like, I'm the certified slow burner where I think that I fucking hate everybody. And then, like, 2 years later, I could be like, oh my God, I have a crush on this person now that I thought that I was seriously, like, gross. Like, ugh, there's so many things about you I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So, potentially.
Mm.
But honestly, he seems more confused than sincere on USA, to be perfectly real. Because he fully gave that he was just like lying his face off the whole time, but knew the other thing. But then he was like, actually, I just wanted to like try that out. Samraj is literally giving like so confused.
Yeah, and my thing with that is like I'm pretty sure it was the day that said like I'm getting the ick from her, that he then was like getting hot and heavy with her that same evening, and then the next day was still kind of like, I don't know about it. So it's just it is confusing. Like I'm confused because
Yeah.
it feels like the time that has passed for her to quote unquote like change his mind just seems too short.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I just, again, I'm not really on anyone's side on this triangle anymore.
No.
I'm just like, I don't know. Mika's being a little weird. We're not seeing enough of it. I can't tell if she's being given the villain edit or not before with what happened with Angelista. And then this is going on, and I'm like, Samraj and Priya, maybe you are perfect for each other because both of you low-key hate each other, but you also like each other. So I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. It's getting
Yeah.
weird.
The only reason I'm standing behind Mika right now is because she's still telling Samraj to pull Priya, which I appreciate.
Yes, but
She
then she
gets
had a
points
moment
for
where
that.
she
Oh
told him
yeah.
to, and then he said he didn't want to, and then he did, and then she was like, I don't understand why they're having a conversation. And I was like, babe, keep up. They're still in a couple.
Oh, I think that might have been because Priya was like, yeah, I just don't want any part of it. Like I told him I don't want any part of it. So I think Mika in her head was like, oh, they must have deaded it off. Why are they continuing to speak?
Right, which is then when Priya was like, actually, which, to be honest, I don't know if that's really about her like looking around at her options and being like, actually, I don't want to mess with any of these other guys right now.
I think that's it, to be fair.
Yeah, is like, I don't think she wants to mess with Tommy anymore. I don't think she
Slim
wants to get involved with
pickings.
Aidan. She doesn't like anybody else. There isn't anybody else who's like that open. So she's like, okay. And then she still tried to like, I guess we could talk about the heart rate challenge now. She still tried to make like a little move on Lorenzo,
Mm-hmm.
but Lorenzo
Yeah.
really like has cast her off to the side.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say the only
totally.
boy that seems genuinely could possibly be open is Lorenzo, but he's open to someone else,
Yes.
like
I could see
specifically.
Aidan getting with Priya, but that's just survival again. Like, I don't think that's anything.
I don't think Priya could stand him like at
Absolutely
all.
not.
He would go for her for sure, I think, but I don't think she'd
Yeah.
go for him.
At this point, it's just so interesting. I miss the costumes in the heart rate challenge. Can't lie. I don't understand why Lola was the only one who got like an accessory, and then there were like a couple of whippy things.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. Um, but they were still hot. So I'll give
Oh,
them that.
of course. And this is why also, because still, even without costumes, I still think, and I digress by talking about the USA Villa again, I don't understand how the USA Villa girls did not pick up on the fact that something was up with their costumes. You had one girl as a
Some may right.
bellhop, another one dressed as a football player, another one dressed as, oh my god, what was it?
I think she was
Their just costumes
a
were weird as
sailor,
hell.
construction worker.
Yeah, sailor, but like an awkward one. Like they were wearing like the female versions of what like the guys' costumes usually are. Because I've
Hmm.
never seen a girl in a construction worker costume before until the USA episode. And like usually it's just like heavy on the lingerie. And they even said it. They were like, I can't believe the other girls got better costumes than us. I was like, how did you not pick up on this immediately? They dressed you as a bellhop. There was no way. They dressed you as a bellhop and a football player. Like, what do you think is happening?
Yeah, even Melanie made her little, even though she made a little thing at the wrong character, but it was giving Sweet Life of
She,
Zach and Cody.
yeah, she's like, I'm Mr. Mosby, and someone posted like, no, you're Julio Esteban.
Yeah.
You're like wrong person.
Wrong person, but we knew what you meant.
Yeah, all these girls in the UK were giving tea. They were giving body yaddy yaddy.
Oh my God. It was beautiful. I think Lola was stunning in her own bridally way. Like she stunned me. I was like jaw to the floor. Of course, Jasmine, I literally wrote no words.
She
No words.
ate the whole thing up. The The little what is that stupid movie called? The Challengers moment where she grabbed her man and Lorenzo and was
I
dancing in between
know.
them, and then went Lorenzo no, and then made out with Kevin. I was like, ma'am,
Yeah,
hello, and
she did her big
everyone was
one.
rolling on the ground. I was like, oh my god, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. And then I don't know if you noticed, but because I'm still Delulu in this bitch, I feel like
Oh,
it looked like Jasmine was giving Samraj special attention, but then they cut it.
mm-hmm.
Did it not look like she was about to like go in with Samraj and then all of a sudden they just cut away, even though she was clearly not done with him?
Yes, I did see that. I did pick up on that. And I was like, show the
Mad.
edit. Show the whole thing. Because I was
Show
mad.
the whole
I wanted
thing.
to see the whole thing. I was right there with you, sis. Don't worry.
Mad about it.
I do
Um,
think Lorenzo liked Jasmine's dance more than Yasmin's dance.
I cannot believe they're having us do a public vote before we get the results. I want to know
That's
whose heart rate was raised more by who before I vote. Like, I think that's a totally
that's
fair thing to
true.
want.
That's true. And we didn't even get to see the boys.
I know. I can't believe we're going to go straight into seeing the boys next episode. It's going to be hella awkward. I think the girls all ate down, but also the girls were like pretty demure this year compared to some of the other girls because I'm used to more of them like kissing on the guys and really going a little bit harder. But also, I'm like, you don't have to even go that hard. Like, what is the
I
prize? There
know.
is no prize. The prize is
I know.
whoever's heart rate is going to go up the most is going to go up the most. I think Jasmine's going to get a lot of people. I think she's going to get a lot of people. You know what I want to hear? I
Yeah.
want to hear Kevin, Samraj, Lorenzo, and like two other boys all have their heart raised the most by Jasmine. That's what I want to hear. And then the rest of them
Yeah.
all Angelista. I want it to be Angelista Jasmine supremacy.
Oh my God. Angelista gave like fierce lioness with that hair. I said, oh, she said wig change. And I was like, yes, girl, get it.
I
That,
was enjoying the red hair, but I do love the curls. I love the curls on her.
yes, yes. They're fierce. It's giving like, I'm here. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
needed her to have that moment for her.
And then she was like shaking, and I was like, "Girl, it's okay." I could tell she was nervous, but she still ate. They all ate.
Yeah, they did. I did. They did, and I meant to say I appreciate how demure they were as well. Like they didn't do
Mm.
too much. They did just enough, you
Hmm.
know, not to shade the USA girls, but like it was a very different experience in the UK versus the USA, and the boys were just as excited because they didn't give too much. You know what I'm saying?
And also because they are all fine as hell. Like, hello,
I know.
hello. I don't know, man. I just think I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the results of this vote. I'm nervous for the results of the heart rate challenge. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know either. I really don't know either.
I feel like the boys,
It's
the bottom is easy to guess, but the girls is way harder because it's a lot more complicated and they're also so loved. Like overall, I could see Mika dropping into the bottom because she's been very divisive.
I was
I
gonna say
don't.
that.
I would have seen Priya, but now I think there might be people that vote for Priya because they're mad about the Mika Samraj situation. I definitely think it's going to be Tommy and Aidan in the bottom. I would love for it to be all three Murphy men in the bottom. Not gonna lie, I would love for it to be all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know a lot of people have said on Twitter that they are voting for Simba for Angelista and because he's black. Like that's what I have seen written from a few
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think if this had been last week, he'd be in the bottom, but I think this week he might be okay, especially because he was dragging Tommy today.
That's true. That's true. If I had to pick two girls to be in the bottom, I do think it would be between Priya and Mika. Because they
It's going
both
to
were
be
not.
three, though.
I know.
You have to pick
And
a third. Who would it
maybe
even
Tina.
be?
Maybe
Ugh,
Tina.
I don't
Just
want it
because
to be
she's
Tina.
new. Just because she's new.
I don't want it to be Tina. I don't want it to be Jasmine. I don't want it to be Ellie. I don't want it to be Yasmin. Could Lola be in the bottom because we've seen so little of her?
Could be, honestly, but then that means I hope that that means Fitzy would also be in the bottom.
I could see that. I could see Lola and Fitzy being in the bottom because of like
That's
the
the
last
best case
couple of days.
scenario.
Just because also like they found it. They don't need to be there. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't see anyone letting them go home. I think if Tommy's in the bottom, they're letting him go home for sure.
Oh yeah,
For sure, for
absolutely.
sure.
Goodbye. Get out of here. Get
Also,
out of
I
my
would
villa.
love the justice for Hallie and Chitty if literally if Mika and Tommy go home. Not because like I need Mika to go home, but that would be crazy karma if like the other two of them also just went home because that's kind of what happened with Sam and Namibia after they went
Yeah.
after Opie and Victoria because they were like, no, we're the better one, and they like fought about it, and then they were literally the next ones to go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. We'll see.
All
We'll
I know
see.
is if y'all put Jasmine or Angelista in the bottom, I will freak out. I'll freak
No.
out.
Surely they're smarter than that. Surely the UK has to be smarter.
They better be.
Just by default.
I don't know. Some people might be on that train of Jasmine's a shouty brown woman. We don't like it. She's rude. I'm like,
I don't like
she
that.
is standing her ground, and she deserves to because she has to.
Please. BB Rexa said she was a baddie. You have to listen to BB Rexa.
That's right. Please.
And you heard BB
Please.
Rex about Simba. But he's okay, I guess. He's better than Tom.
He's
I'll say.
okay. But
I
I
don't know.
think that everyone's going to move Matt and Casa more. I think a lot of people are going to go bananas.
Yeah. I think the boys will.
Oh, yeah. I worry about Yasmin. I think
I do
Lorenzo
too.
will crush her heart.
Well,
And I think
Lorenzo's
Aidan will
already.
talk Cavan into doing something stupid, but also by freeing Jasmine.
Yeah. I think Lorenzo's head is already turning just by the conversations that he's had with her. Like, he literally said, by this point, I would have already did it because we're getting too cutesy.
I forgot about that he's like, usually this is when I run away. I was like, well, we all could have predicted that because you've only been in situationships and that's what you usually do is like as soon as you start getting close to someone, which is like, get it together.
Babe needs a therapist. I'm sorry.
Truly. I would rather Jasmine was with him right now, but I don't see that lasting on the outside either.
Me neither. And I
I mean,
honestly
she would have to
say,
teach him life, and he's too old to be getting taught life by a girl 1 year younger than him.
yeah. And I do think if Lorenzo were healed, he'd be actually a good man.
Oh, absolutely. He's hilarious. And like actually he does seem to get it. Like I agreed with Jasmine when she like had that conversation with him. She was like, "Oh, you get it more. Like we have better communication and you are more mature in that." But also he is just older and
Mm-hmm.
he seems very wise to like not how to handle women, but how to respond appropriately because like that time when all the boys and girls were feuding and the girls came over and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with all of you?" And he went, "I have zero problems." He was like, let me say it right now. I'm fine.
I ain't mad.
I'm not mad about anything. I'm not getting caught up in this. Like, girls, y'all, and me, we're good. We're cool.
Mm-hmm.
You did your
Mm-hmm.
thing. We did our thing. I don't have a problem. Which was the correct answer.
Right. He did the right thing.
But yeah.
I
Who
know.
knows? Who knows?
And that's the tea.
And that's the tea. We finally figured it out. 25 episodes in. That's how we wrap things up, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you find us, Mimi?
You
If you're
can
looking
find
for us.
us. If you're looking for us, you can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time. And if you feel like following us on X, also known as Twitter, you can find us at capital LIT Time Pod, where we repost memes. We post memes of our own. We send out the occasional tweet or two.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And please jump in those comment sections anywhere. Send us a DM, whatever. Like, we would love to hear your thoughts and like respond to your thoughts and maybe add that in as a segment on the show if anyone wants to, because we've got like seems like about 100 of you per day who are listening, which doesn't sound like a ton, but like I think that's pretty huge for the fact that we started this podcast on a whim as soon as the season started, and this is our first ever time. So we're grateful for all 100 to 150 of you that are listening, and we want to hear what you think.
Yeah, extremely grateful. And I am dying to know what you all think. So please leave comments in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. We so appreciate all the streams. This is so surreal. We do this out of, love for the show and with whatever time that we do have. So we're very, very grateful.
That's right. But yeah, until then, you'll hear from us tomorrow. So bye, y'all. Thank you. Bye.